Good morning, students. Today I teach you ninth English first unit, first supplementary reader, the envious neighbor. Envious means greedy or covetous. This story is a Japanese folk tale. The story is deal with two family characters. One is role model for best attitude and another one is role model for worst attitude. What they had the represent of both characters. That is, the envious neighbor heard of the dog's abilities and became very jealous. But really, the old wisest couple bragged all every day about this dog every chance they got. Bragged means boasted. So naturally, the neighbor did get jealous, and he wanted to see if the dog's power would bring him and the same riches. But unfortunately, all happened to against them because of this greedy character. In the old days, there lived an honest man with his wife who had a pet dog, which they used to feed with fish and did bit from their own kitchen. Before days, one family lived with one pet dog. They liked as a child. They gave delicious food to him. One day, as the old folks went out to work in the garden, the dog went with them and began playing about and began playing about. One day they went out to walk in the garden. The dog also followed with them and began to play. All of a sudden the dog stopped short and began to bark. Bow, wow, wow, wagging his tail violently. Suddenly the dog stopped and started to bark and shaking his tail fiercely. Wagging means shaking. Violently means fiercely. Tidbit means a small piece of tasty food. The old people thought that there must be something nice to eat under the ground. So they brought a spade and began digging. When lo and behold, the couple thought that the place had some special food in it. So and so the dog barked raggingly. So they harrowing the place with a spade. Digging means harrowing. The place was full of gold pieces and silver and all sorts of precious things which had been buried there. So they gathered the treasure and after giving alms to the poor, bought themselves rich fields and cornfields and became wealthy people. So they had full of gold and silver pieces of precious things. So the couple collected the valuables and donating the poor peoples one part and another part bought some fields and became affluent or rich people. Treasure means precious things. Alms means offerings or donating. Wealthy means affluent or rich. Now in the neighboring house there dwelt a covetous and stingy old people, who when they heard what had happened, came and borrowed the dog, and having taken him home, prepared a great feast for him, and said, "If you please, Mr. Dog, we should be much obliged to you if you would show us a place with plenty of money in it." Now, near the greedy and miserly character of the old couple lived there. They overheard how the couple became rich. So they planned to borrow the dog to prepare a great banquet. After the feast, they required the dog to find the valuable things. Obliged means required. Feast means banquet. Dwelt means lived. Covetous means greedy. Stingy means miserly. The dog, however, who up to that time had received nothing but cuffs and kicks from his horse, would not eat any of the dainties which they set before him. The dog realized the wicked couple's attitude, so he denied their delicacies before to eat. So the old people began to get cross and putting a rope around the dog's neck. let him out in the garden. So they tied the dog's neck with a rope and conducted him out in the garden. But it was all in vain. He let them lead him where they might not a sound would the dog utter. He had no bow for them. But it was worthless. It didn't make any sound. However, the dog stopped at a certain spot and began to sniff. So, thinking that this must surely be the lucky place, they dug and found nothing but a quantity of dirt and nasal affair over which they had to hold their noses. Finally, the dog stopped one place and began to inhale. The wicked people became cheerful, so they jabbed the place, but they nothing to find. At the same time, the place made a bad smell with unpleasant debris or rubbish, which they gripped their noses. Furious at being disappointed, the wicked old couple chased the dog and killed him. They became disheartened. Its attitude and became to vex. So they caught the dog with angrily and killed him. Dainties means delicacies. Vain means worthless. Utter means make any sound. Sniff means inhale. Duck means jab. Nasty means unpleasant. Affle means rubbish or debris. Hold means grip. Disappointed means disheartened. Cheesed means caught with angrily. Cheesed means caught with angrily. When the good old man saw that the dog whom he had lent didn't come home, he went next door to ask what had become of him. And the wicked old man answered that he had killed the dog and buried him at the root of a pine tree. When the virtuous old man noticed that neighbor's house without the dog, so he suspected and asked, "Where is son?" They casually told that they killed and buried at the root of a pine tree. So the good old fellow, with a heavy heart, went to the spot, and having set up a tray with delicate food, he burned incense and adorned the grave with flowers as he shed tears over his last pet. So he went to the spot with a heavy heart, with feelings depressed and melancholy. So he took delicate food with bowl and fragrance and flowers. He split fragrance and decorated the tram with flowers, and he agreed and cried with Lassie's pet. Perfume. Incense means perfume. Adorned means decorated. Tray means bowl. Said means agonied and teared and cried. That night, when the good old man was fast asleep in bed, the dog appeared to him, and after thanking him for all his kindness, said, "Cast the pine tree under which I am buried to be cut down and made in a mortar, and use it, thinking of it as if it were myself." At that night he was in oversleep. His son, that means the dog, appeared and thanked his kindness, and told that to cut the pine tree and to make the mortar, and to think the mortar as I, and used it. Mortar means high angle gun. The old man did as the dog had told him to do, and made a mortar out of the wood of the pine tree. The wisest couple followed and to use the wood and to make the mortar and to use it. But when he ground his rice in it, each grain of rice turned into some rich treasure. To put the rice auspiciously, they began to change the invaluable treasure. When the wicked old couple saw this, They came to borrow the mortar, but no sooner did they try to use it, all the rice turned into filth. So, in a fit of rage, they broke the mortar and burnt it. To see the wicked people to borrow the mortar also, they used the mortar same way, but all the rich became to change much useless. So they became uncontrolled anger and broke the mortar and burnt it. Filth means much useless. Fit of rage means uncontrolled anger. But the good old man, little suspecting that his precious mortar had been broken and burned, wondered why his neighbors didn't bring it back to him. But the wisest old man suspected and to think the wicked old people they didn't return the mortar, perhaps to break the mortar and burnt also. One night the dog appeared to him again in a dream and told him what had happened, adding that if he would take the ashes of the burnt mortar and sprinkle them without the trees would revive and suddenly put out flowers. One night the dog reappeared to him and told what happened about the mortar and told if you use the mortar's ashes to dredge the dried trees to became too alive and put the flowers. After saying this, the tree vanished, and the old man, who heard for the first time of the loss of his mortar, ran out weeping to the neighbor's house and begged them at any rate to give him back the ashes of his treasure. After telling his son, that means the dog disappeared. Hearing the news, he ran out with sobbing and went to that house and begged the mortar's ashes only. Withered means withered means dry and shriveled trees. Sprinkle means dreads. Weeping means sobbing. Vanished means disappeared. Begged means implored. Having obtained it, he returned home and made a trial of the witches upon a withered cherry tree, which, upon being touched by the ashes, immediately began to sprout and blossom. Remaining next class, recall the meanings. Thank you.